Good evening, everybody.
Hello, everybody. Good evening.
Sorry.
Oh, dear.
I don't know what caused that. Never mind. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to your Sunday evening service. Thank you for joining us. It's nice to see so many people already online. Hi, Paul, Jan, Karen, Susie. Oh, Matthew. Matthew's online.
Hi,
Good.
Matthew. Hi, everybody.
I hope you're all very well. Tonight will be a mix of on-screen and blind readings again. We've got two willing recipients sat backstage who are... now Irene's got it. You see, it's catching.
I know.
So, yeah, I hope everybody's well. It's been really cold here. Really cold in sunny South Yorkshire. I hope it's a bit warmer wherever you are. I'm not sure it will be where Matthew is, and I'm not sure. I know Megan's, who's having a reading, she's in the USA somewhere. I can't remember exactly where, but drop a comment. Tell me where everybody is. It'll be nice to know how far we've reached today. I think that's everything I wanted to say. Until the news at the... Oh, expecting snow in New Jersey, Meg. Oh, dear me, that's not good. That's not good.
Hello, Megan. My Megan Minimoo, my granddaughter.
Yes. Bless.
Bless
so,
her.
Without further ado, we will open the service in prayer, followed by the Lord's Prayer. Then we'll have Poetry Corner over there. Wow. So far I can see we're in Bridlington, Rushden, Northants, Chesterfield,
Lancashire.
Kent,
Lancashire, Wrexham.
Yep, Hornsey. I love Hornsey. I love Hornsey.
Can't think why.
No.
And
anyway,
here's my other half.
Hello, Ed. Oh, in his manly vest. Tell him he's set me all a flutter now.
Oh, you showed your chest off to Tony. Look, he's...
Oh dear. Let's get on with it.
Pardon?
Let's be serious.
I am serious. This here wall is stuck permanently, mate.
What's it like?
There are some people just coming up as Facebook user. If there's a Facebook user said, "Can you see my comments?" Yes, I can, but I don't know who it is. Can you pop your name in, please? Thank you very much.
Hello, Alan Sutton from Downham Market. He used to live there. Well. Oh, Danielle says it's hot in Australia.
It would be, yes. I'm not jealous at all.
No.
Anyway, let's crack on. So could we blend our energies together, please, and join together in prayer? As I say, Great Spirit, Father, Mother, God, we are truly thankful that we are able to gather together in your name tonight across this virtual space. We ask for your blessings upon these proceedings this evening and promise that everything we do will be done with love, honesty, and praise in our hearts. We humbly ask that our guides come forward to support us and inspire us all and allow us to be vessels of communication for you. We promise that when this service is over, you shall have returned to you everything which is rightfully yours with love, honour and glory. Amen.
Amen.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Amen. Now, I've got one here. I hadn't... that's the wrong one. Picked out the wrong one. So, I've got one here, which is I wrote last year in October, and it's just called When I Lost You. I wish I could see you one more time, come walking through the door, but I know that it is impossible I will hear your voice no more. I know you can feel my tears and you don't want me to cry. Yet my heart is broken because I can't understand why someone so precious had to die. I pray that God will give me strength and somehow get me through as I struggle with the heartache that came when I lost you. My eyes look for you everywhere. I need you by my side. But deep down, I know you're not there. In heaven you now reside. I feel your presence near me. Your hand gently touches my skin. In my mind's eye, your face I see, and I know to be you have been. I look at your precious photo by me in its frame, because that's all I can do. Oh, how I wish we could have had our time over again. Now all I have are my memories since I lost you.
Oh, Irene, that's beautiful.
Thank you.
Absolutely lovely. And Paul Haig Smith says, oh, no, wrong one. Your comments are going up a little bit too quick. Right, yeah, Irene, how fitting for my family.
Oh, bless you. Thank you, Paul. That's beautiful. I love all your comments. I think they're, you know, I like to know that I've done a good job, and if I can bring comfort for people through my words, then I've done my job.
Exactly. Yes, Susie, I was ordained on Wednesday. I want to say Wednesday. No, Thursday. Yeah. Thursday, because it was the night I did. Little Port. I'm cobbling together a video so I can stream it live across Facebook, so you can all have a watch of how it was done. It was a lovely service. There were only Michael and myself, my mum and dad, and Reverend Lynn and Reverend Kathy that were on, but it was lovely. It was really nice. Michael says Thursday he became a reverend.
Well, it's true. Okay. You did.
I did indeed.
You've worked for it, darling. You deserve it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That means a lot. We are compiling a load of Irene's poems together on spiritual unity, spiritual growth, the group we run. And I've got a web page now. So I was thinking of asking Irene if she could email me some over or send me some over, and I'll upload them onto there as well so they can be read on my web page. Oh my goodness. Hold up, everybody's. Oh. Hold up. Hello, darling.
Hello.
Are you well?
Hello, sweetheart. Wonderful to see you. How are you feeling, darling?
I'm not bad. My kidneys are playing up now, but I'm all right.
Oh, well,
oh dear.
It's lovely to see you. If you want to stay on, that's fine.
I'm going to stay on and see how long for, if that's okay.
Of course absolutely it's okay. Wonderful. Of course it's okay.
Have two lovely young ladies sat backstage waiting for an on-screen reading, so we can crack on with that. Yeah, I think that's everything until the end of the service. So I will bring our recipients up in the order they arrived in the backstage area. So the first lady is Sarah.
Hello, Sarah.
Wallpaper looks amazing. I love that wallpaper.
Oh, yes.
Oh, you got to love B&M.
You've got to love B&M.
We're decorating, so I can see a wall here in my bedroom that would look amazing on. I really like that. Victoria Charlton, we're not pulling cards, sweetheart. It's on-screen readings and then blind readings for the rest of the night. I don't do cards.
No, we don't do cards on here.
I don't know if you've mixed me up with somebody, but we do blind readings. So you're welcome to stay on and see if your loved ones come through to us, and we'll pass on any messages we get. But for do you pronounce it Sarah or Sarah? Sarah, that's fine. I've got a friend who spells a name like that, and she likes Sarah, so I have to check.
My mum just wanted it to be difficult. She took the H off Sarah, put the Y in Jane.
There you go. It's like me. My proper name's Anthony, but it's without the H in it, so it is Antony.
Yeah.
My granddad, my mum's dad, used to say, "He'll grow up an ice cream man. That's an Italian name," but I didn't.
You know, something just simple.
Instead. Yeah.
Just something simple and common, Jean.
So I shortened it to Tony. Anyway, Sarah, I have a lady. Sorry, do you mind if I go? Because this lady is really right. I have a lady that's wanting to connect with you from the world of spirit. She comes through on a maternal link for me, which is mum, grandma, auntie, who would have been like a mum to you, but I know it's a lady who would have been like a motherly figure towards you. Like I said, she was sort of pushing me a little bit and saying, come on, I want to talk to her. Come on, I want to talk to her. So I know she's a lady who would have been very sort of not frightened of putting herself forward and getting what she wants. She is making me feel like towards the end of her life, she would have had a little bit of a struggle, if you would understand.
Yeah.
And she's telling me she lost a bit of weight because she wants to pull my cheeks in a little bit, bless her. So I know she's coming in with this sense of I was a little bit unwell and I lost some weight and I needed looking after at the end of my life. She's okay, bless you. She wants me to give you some healing energy, if you would understand, because I feel like at the moment you just need a little bit of upliftment and a little bit of healing, because I feel there's bits and pieces that you're just feeling a bit, we all feel a bit, but yeah. So we all need a little bit of a boost and a bit of upliftment. She's also making me feel like she's been around the family a lot recently as well. So there must be a lot of stuff going off in the family, because I feel like I've been around and been watching what's been going on. And she's making me feel like somewhere there must have been some crosswords, if you understand. Some people, I feel like it's static electricity and it's all been a little bit prickly and not good. She's not telling me what about, but she's just saying, in her words, heads want knocking together. Heads want knocking together. So not that we advocate violence in any way, shape or form, but she's saying that heads want knocking together. She's telling me there's a gentleman with a spirit side of life as well that connects with her. So I don't know if this would be husband or brother or something, but I know there's a connection around the gentleman that comes through with her. I also want to say this gentleman would have had something around the heart as well, because my heart's just hurting and it feels really heavy. Yeah. So I know he would have had a condition around the heart as well. And I feel there was a quick passing at the end of his life.
Yeah, very.
He went very quickly over to the world of spirit. But he did say, I don't know if it's this lady that collected him, but there was a lady there to collect him and take him over. As they're pulling away from me, sweetheart, I want to say that they want to acknowledge around the 5th of a month. If you've watched my feeds, you know I can be a little bit off with dates around the 4th or the 6th, but around the 5th of a month must be significant. And she's just said, sweetheart, you just need to take a deep breath. It's as if you just need to go and chill. So you mustn't be very good at just chilling and letting go of things, because she's saying, just chill, let it go. I feel a song coming on, but I'm not going to. You just need to get it. Let them deal with it, she's saying. Let them deal with it. You don't need to be involved. Let them deal with it. As she's leaving me, I need to give you lavender, which is normally my healing plant, but I've just got to give you the smell of lavender. And I've also got to give you, for some reason, sweetie, I've just got to give you a drawer full of cutlery. I don't know if you remember clearing somebody's house or something and there was a drawer full of cutlery, but no, I've got to give you...
Since Christmas, four forks have gone missing out of one set and I don't know where they've gone.
Oh, well, they'll turn up because They'll turn up because I think this lady must have took them. Oh, Ed's got dressed.
Ed, you've got dressed. Tony says you've got dressed.
Anyway, I'll leave her love with you, and I'll pass you over to Irene and G. I'll pass you over to Irene. Ed's going to talk to you.
Do you mind if I go?
Please, no.
Because I've got that gentleman. I'll be honest, I hadn't got a lady. Can
Let
you
me
hear
just
me?
flirt. Let me just flirt. Oh, he's gone.
Fleur?
Right.
Where are you going to Fleur?
I was going to flirt
let's-
with Ed.
Oh,
I
go
was
on
going to
then.
flirt
Yeah.
with Ed.
Tony, all I've got to say is I am not getting my backside undressed just for you.
Disappointed now. Look at that.
Oh, honestly, doesn't it lower the tone?
Well, I didn't see him undressed, so.
He
You're not
walked through the
missing
kitchen
anything.
with his vest on.
Oh, did
Yeah.
Oh, it was a sight to behold. The Chippendales would have been
I missed
jealous.
that. I missed it.
Anyway,
Right.
go on. You've got
Yeah.
the.
I got the gentleman. I didn't get a lady, sweetheart. Just got the gentleman. And I've got to say the gentleman would have been a gentleman what wasn't frightened to express himself. Can I say that? Because he's coming in and he says, I wouldn't have been frightened to express myself. If he wanted to cry, he'd have a cry and it didn't bother him. Can you understand that, sweetheart? Because he's coming in with that. He's a bit upset at the moment for what's going on for you. And he's saying, you've had it through a long time now. My voice is going, and I've only just come on. You've had it rough, sweetheart, for a long time. And he's trying to see you get through the other end. I don't know if I don't know why my voice is going, but it's only since I've started talking to you. So you must understand where somebody would have had problems with. Can you understand it, Doug?
Yeah, I get that. Yeah,
That's all right then, because it's only since I've come on.
it's not you.
No, but I know it's not me because my illness is something totally different to this. And he's bringing this on, sweetheart, but he's trying to lift you, like Tony said, because I've got to go back 18 months, perhaps 2 years, sweetheart, where you've had it hard. And you're like, it's like losing a battle. You're trying to get there and you're trying to help everybody else, is telling me. But when you need that little bit of love and that little bit of comfort, there's nobody knocking on your door and saying, come here and I'll talk to you. And this is how he's expressing. Thank you, sweetheart, 'cause this is how he's bringing it on to me. I've got to say this gentleman won't be overly tall, but I go with my brother, and my brother was 6'2". So I go on size of my brother, but I know I'm not going up to my brother's height with him. I do know he lost weight, darling, through his illnesses, because he didn't just have one illness. He had 2 or 3 little ones as well as the heart condition is making me wear. So I do know he lost some weight, even though I know he went quick, as Tony's told you. But he said that's the way he wanted to go. He didn't want to, it sounds awful, but he didn't want to be poorly for the family to see him like that. He says this was the best way for anybody, you know, and that's what he wanted. Can I know we've got our Michael on screen. Well, he's always behind screen, but can I give you a Michael, darling? He's mentioning a Michael, whether it be a friend of his or somebody, as a neighbour, but he's talking about a Michael, darling. If you can't think now, please remember I've given it you, because it could be somebody they've met in the spirit world who they've known from being a kiddie. Because this is who he's talking about. He's on about his wallet, so I do know that somebody would have got his wallet still down here. He's on about that. I know Tony gave you 5, sweetheart, but can I give you 15th? So 15th means something.
15th I can take.
That's fine, because he's just told me the 15th, sweetheart. I don't know, somebody would have, all right, darling. I don't know if it's himself or somebody on the earth plane, but would suffer with a bit with the arthritis in the fingers. The fingers stiffen up.
Me and my sister.
That's all right, love, because we're sending healing, and Tony give you lavender. So that's where the healing's coming in through that for you, sweetheart, as well. Is one, I don't know, who's no good at saving. Somebody tries to save, but when they think, I've got so much, they'll spend it. But they're trying to say, tell them to save it. They're going to need it. So I don't know if they're planning on booking an holiday when everything's sorted. But he's saying, tell them to save it. Don't get, using this as an example. Don't get to £10 and then think, oh, I've got £10, I can spend it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They need to build that up.
Yeah.
And he's fetching this in. And I'm sorry, but I'm not making you a cup of tea, but I am giving you a tea bag. So it must be somebody what would have had their own tea bags or something, probably come visiting and fetched it because it might have been a decaf or something, or they liked a certain tea. Because it's just giving me one tea bag, sweetheart. So
Right.
I don't know why. But
I know
it's giving me,
my mum's really fussy with the tea.
that'll do
but
me then, because
To
it's
me,
just
she
giving.
just gets what she's given, like a lumpet.
Well, that's fine, but he's giving me one tea bag. So that probably for your mum and saying, let her fetch your own. You know, because that's just what he's giving me, one tea bag. Can I? All right, sweetheart. He's telling me that someone on the earth plane needs a shave. I don't know
my
if
partner. I keep saying to him,
that's
have a shave, get a shave.
right, because he's making reference to this, that they need a shave, sweetheart. And he's also giving me a bit of heartburn. So I don't know, somebody suffers a bit with a reflux.
Yeah, might be my sister.
That's fine. He's just giving me that bitter heartburn here. Can I give you a dog in the spirit world, sweetheart? Because he's saying he's got the dog. So I do know there's a dog in the spirit world with this gentleman. And he's saying it's fine. He's with me. And it's just as daft as ever. So I do know. Are you all right?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like to make. I've been off for 4 weeks.
I can take anything with the humans, but you throw my dogs at me and that's it. I'm gone.
You've gone. Well, the Porter's family, aren't they? But he's saying the dog's fine and it's still as daft as ever, sweetheart. So I do know he's got the dog. And he's saying, don't listen. And I'm not saying it's a parrot as a parrot. I know a parrot's a bird. But he's just saying, don't listen to the parrot. So there's somebody what keeps repeating themselves.
I have a parrot and yeah.
But you can understand.
It's not repeatable, some of the stuff what he says.
Right, that'll do then. But he's saying just don't listen to what they're repeating. Okay, darling, I've got to give you. All right, sweetheart. Can I give you the month of August? And I want to give you the month of October as well, sweetheart. And he's also taking me to the month of February. And I'm looking round about the 7th. He's on about the 7th of a month.
Yeah, I can take the 7th and the
That's
October.
fine. That's fine, love. You've probably found the others. And I am going to pass you on to our Irene. But before I do, I've got to give you some toffee, sweetheart. Somebody would like the Thornton's toffees or the soft toffees. I've got to give you toffees. And also, all right, sweetheart. What are you talking about? I don't know if somebody, you can understand where somebody would have broke a finger or they had to have 2 fingers strapped together. He's strapping 2 fingers together here.
Well, we was talking about toes, strapping toes together last week.
And I can't change toes to fingers.
But I can't remember.
Will you please go careful that I've give you that somebody's strapping fingers together?
Right.
All right, because I've got a piece of gauze stuck and they've got tape round them. And I can't change toes to fingers, love. I wouldn't.
I was
It's
just trying to
too different.
remember when I was a kid if it was my fingers on my toes broke when they strapped them together, but I was very young, so I can't remember if it were either or the
Well,
other.
if you can find out, sweetheart, but I can't change
But
my
it'll
hands
come
to
to
my
me.
feet.
It'll
Yeah.
come to me eventually.
All right. And can I just quickly, can I just give you a Susan, sweetheart?
Yeah, you can, yeah.
All right, my voice has gone now. Look, the gentleman's saying bye. My voice has come back. I'll leave you to our Irene, darling, and say thank you.
Thank you, Jean. Hi, Sarah. I haven't really got a lot. Tony and Jean have really said it all because the only thing that I've got for you is, would you understand? I know that Jean had a lady, but I've got an older lady spirit side, and she's coming in close, and all she wants to do is give you a big hug, sweetheart. She just wants to give you a great big hug and kiss, and she's talking about some jewellery that's been left because she's playing with my wedding ring. So would you understand where, if you can't think of it now, don't worry about it, but she's talking about jewellery that was left and she wants it to go to the right place. Okay. And I got the dogs for you as well, and it's just wonderful because what this lady's saying is that all the dogs are together, so you must have several dogs spirit side, and they're all together and they're coming around you, and they're coming round when I see a dog, it's protection, sweetheart. So they're coming round for protection for you, darling. Because they know that you're slightly under weather at the moment, okay? And this lady's saying, will you please keep warm? I don't know if it's you that feels the cold, but she's saying, will you please keep warm? Because she's shivering and she knows that you shiver. And I don't know if it's because, your clothes aren't warm enough, or if it's because you're just generally cold all the time.
I'm always cold. I've got my dressing gown on now. I'm always cold.
Yeah. Oh, bless you. That's right. Okay. Well, she says wrap up warm and put an extra layer on, or turn the heating up if you have to. And that's about all I've got for you, sweetheart. So I'll say good night and God bless, and thank you for working with us.
Thank you.
Thank you very much,
Thank
Sarah.
you.
It's been lovely to work with you. I'll drop you down backstage again.
Absolutely.
It's up to you if you stay there or if you want to go off and come back through Facebook. But we'll see you soon, sweetheart. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, darling.
Thank
Can
you.
I just
Good
say
night.
can I just say thank you to everyone for wishing me good luck, and I'm back as long as I can be.
Yeah.
But
that's
thank you,
fine.
everybody.
It's
You all keep me going.
Oh,
That's
bless you.
lovely. Thank
Hi,
you
Daddy
so
Alan.
much. Yes, Daddy Alan went
Oh.
up. I saw him.
Yes, Daddy.
Yes.
Yes, thank you, everybody. Sky's asking if we see
Yeah.
her sister Terry. Do you mean from Spirit, Sky, or on the comments? Because I'm not sure what you mean there. If your sister Terry's in spirit, send out your thoughts and we'll see if she comes through a bit later on, sweetheart. Oh, Matthew's just sent you a message, Jean.
Oh, thank you, Matthew.
Bless.
Thank you so much.
Oh, he's such a sweetie. She's in spirit. Send your thoughts out, and when we do blind readings, we'll see if
And
she
thank you,
comes through,
Megan,
darling.
and everybody else.
We've got oh, we haven't got oh, there she is. Hello, sweetheart.
Hello.
Hi.
Are you okay? Right, who would like to start reading for Meg?
Are you with us, Meg? Has she froze?
She's
Can she hear
froze.
She's frozen a little
I'm
bit.
here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
She
good.
can hear us. All right, that's fine. That's fine.
As long as you can hear us.
Go on, Jean. Go on, Jean. You got
Oh.
you start.
All
I'll let
right,
you.
then. Well, you can go first. It don't make no
No,
difference to me.
go on, sweetheart.
Go on,
you're
ladies.
all right.
Sort it
Can
out.
I-
Sort
Yeah,
it
go
out.
on.
Can I just, is it Megan? Meg, what do you like being called?
It's Megan.
Megan. Well, I just want to check. Some people
Megan,
don't
yeah.
like the name shortened, do they? Right. Can I just say, sweetheart, that I've got two ladies in the spirit world what come close around you. And they're both there, so I don't know if it's Nan and Great Nan, but they're coming on that link, and they're both, it's as if they're wrapping their arms around you, sweetheart. One's got you by one side and one's got you the other, and they're giving you the big hug. Okay. And they're saying, even though you've got this
Aw.
lovely
Yeah.
smile and you're putting all this on, but can I just say, you're hurting a little bit inside, darling. There's that emotion, what's going off inside. And they're there and they're
Yes.
wanting to give you that lift up. Can you understand this, sweetheart? Can you understand it?
Yes,
love?
I can.
Oh, it's all right. It's a bit of delay and I can't see everything
Yes, I
what you're
can.
saying. Thank you. Because they're coming in and they're coming in with this beautiful looks for you both, I've got to say. And they're wanting to say to you, come on, it's time now. Let's dry those tears, sweetheart, and we will get there. All right. And they're wishing you all the luck. There's something where you've hit a crossroads, sweetheart, and you can't make your mind up which way to go. And they're saying there's only you can make that decision.
Yes.
Okay. Nobody else can make it for you, and you'll know the right way to go when you get to that crossroads. Okay. They'll guide you and they'll help you the best way they can. Can I just bring you a cat, please? Because they've just given me a cat. So I've got to give you a cat.
Yes. Her.
All right. I've got dog laid on my bed, but they've changed it to a cat. So I've got to give you this cat, sweetheart,
Poor Rosie.
which is in spirit with them as well. But they're saying that, they've just said this cat could have been a bit like a dog. If it didn't like you, it used to have a go at you. Can you understand that? Because I'm going as though if I went to stroke it, it might bite me if it didn't like me. And
Yes,
I'm a bit
definitely.
nervous. Yes, I'm a bit nervous.
Yes,
wanting
my
to
mom's
stroke
cat
it.
Molly.
Right,
Mhm.
thank you.
Oh,
I'm thinking, shall I stroke it or not? Because it might bite me here. And they're fetching this in. Can I give you the 6, darling? I don't know if they're talking about 6 in a family, but they've just said, can I give you 6? So 6 must mean something to you, sweetheart, as
Yes.
well. Okay. And they've just all right, darling.
Yes.
And you can understand where, when you were younger or now, where somebody would have a North shoe above the door, or they would have always had a North shoe somewhere around the garden or somewhere, because I've got a North shoe for you, sweetheart.
I remember
keep-
horseshoes when I was younger, but I just cannot place it. About who's
Well, if you can remember when you're little, darling, that's fine, because we can go back when you were a kiddie. So that's fine, because they're just
Yeah.
making me aware of that as well. Can I just say as well, sweetheart, that you I know I've hit the crossroads, you don't know where you're going, but can I just say that you've got a sensible head on them shoulders? All right, you've got. I don't mean to be rude or
Yes.
anything, but you're really brainy when you want to be. Can I say that? When you put your mind at things.
Yeah, I'm in school right
and-
now.
Yeah, right. When you put your mind at things, you can do it, and you can get really high marks when you set your mind at something, because they're saying she's really clever, you know. She's really clever, and this is how they're fetching it in. All right, sweetheart. I don't know which one of these ladies had the poor eyesight, but my eyesight's not very good. So I do know that one would have suffered slightly with their eyesight, sweetheart. There was very much alike, so I do know they must have been connected
Yes,
in
my
some
nanny.
way. Thank you. I know these 2 ladies must have been connected in
Yes,
some way,
It's
because
my mom and
the
her
way
mom.
they are. Right, thank you. They must have been very much alike in a lot of ways, because where they're coming in, it's as if I could blend them both into one. And this, the energies and everything, because I could blend them,
Yep.
sweetheart. And they're saying that you're picking a lot of their ways up, and people have noticed that in you.
Yes.
Some of the things you're saying and some of the way you move.
Mhm.
You know, you can say, oh, that's so and so, and that's
Yeah.
so and so, because you're growing up as them. I've got to say that to you. Can I give you the month of July, darling? They've just shouted July into me. So I do know the month of July means
Yep.
something. And I've got to take you round about the 28th of the
birthdays.
month. Thank you. I've got to take you round about the 28th of the month as well, darling. All right.
Yes. I can do the
You've
28th.
been, all right, sweetheart. You've been looking back. You've been going back with memories. So you've been going in the past and looking back. I don't know if you've had the
Yes.
photos out, but you've been reminiscing about your childhood, and growing up. And they've said they've heard it all, they've seen it, and you're on the right track. So I don't know what they mean with that, darling, but they said you're on your right track. All right.
Yes.
I know. Can you understand who's learning to drive or just pass the test?
I've been trying to get my youngest brother to try to drive. He's very afraid of it. So I think that's where that comes from.
Right, because they've just said learning to drive or just pass the test. Well, you might find that it might shock you and just say it's going to go ahead with it. All right, because that's how I feel. All right, sweetheart. And I don't know. All right. And I don't know if it's mum or Nan would have loved to have the slippers on all the time. I feel it could be Nan, but she was more
Nanny.
comfortable in the slippers. Right, because she's
Yep.
telling me I
Yes.
should have my slippers on more. So I do know this. And I've
Yeah.
just, all right, what do you want to give her? Can I just say, sweetheart, there's a photo you're going to change, or there's the photo frame that you're not quite happy with. So you're talking about changing
I've
it.
been doing my my resume, my headshot, and I've been trying to have it edited, and also my wedding photo I've been trying to have edited because it was never done by the photographer.
They're aware of all this, sweetheart. So that's how close they are. But can I just say that we're all going to tell you how close they are, but you know how close they are, darling, because you do sense them around you. You do sense them around
yes.
you. And if you make, she's just said, and if you're cooking or you're making something you can always know that because they might say to you, no, add something or put a bit more seasoning in or do something. And it's if they're telling you to add something to it to give it a bit more flavour. And they're just laughing at this. They said because they're trying to help you do that. Okay. All right.
I'm not a
sweetheart,
very
so
good cook, so I can definitely. Oh.
well, they're trying to help you, sweetheart, by telling you to add things to it or take things away, whatever. They are trying to help you, darling. But can I just say they're giving me dark green, so I do know somebody needs a bit of iron because they're giving me the dark greens, you know, like the dark cabbage and the stuff like that. They're wanting to give me to you. All right. Oh,
My iron is low, yes.
right, thank you.
Bless you.
They've just said as well, I'm not saying it's you, but somebody needs plenty of roughage as well. They've given me some roughage and orange juice and things like that. And they're saying that they need to be taking this. I don't know if the irritable bowel or something on that footing. I don't know. But they're on about this for you, love. All right. Okay. And there's the birthday coming up. They're saying happy birthday. This birthday coming up. They're saying happy birthday, sweetheart. So I do know there's a birthday coming up.
Yes.
Okay, all right, because I'm going to pass you on.
Yeah, there's February 2nd and February 5th birthdays.
That's fine, darling. I just know there's the birthdays coming up because they're saying happy birthday, sweetheart. Okay. And can I just give you 4 in the family? I've got 4 in a family.
Yes.
Thank you. I'm going to leave you with that.
Yes, it was my mom and 3 kids.
That's fine, sweetheart. But they're all coming in here for you as well. And I know you said about the horseshoe, but can you understand where somebody had an horse or a pony or something? Because they fetched the horse in again.
Yes.
Right, thank you.
Yes, it's my mom's aunt. She had a horse that passed.
Right, because they're leading this horse in for me. And they're saying, look, it's here.
Yep.
It's here. So that's just wanting to tell you that the horse was with them as well then. All right, darling, I'll pass you on to our Irene or Tony. And I will say thank you, Megan, for working with me. It's been lovely talking to you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Doug.
Oh, bless. Thank you, Jean. Hi, Megan. I've spoken to you before, and I know that you are in school studying. And I've got a gentleman come forward for you, sweetheart, and he's just put an arm around each one of these ladies. So he must be attached to one of them. I don't know which one because he hasn't said. But he's just giving you a big double thumbs up for what you're doing, and he's very proud of the fact that you're working hard at your studies to get where you want to be, because they're proud of you, but it's important for you to do it as well, because you wanted to prove something to yourself and to other people that you could do it, because somebody in the family doubted your ability. Okay, but he's saying you keep going the way that you're going and you will get there, because I agree with Jean, you have got a good brain on you, and sometimes you tend to go ahead with things, and they're also wanting you to work with spirit, but they also know that you've got to do your studying first, sweetheart. But they're coming around you spiritually to try and sort of help you and get you to go along a little bit, you know. I don't know if this is right, but this gentleman is saying there's a further 2 years studying you have to do, 1 or 2 years you've got to do before you get your degree. And he's with you all the way, this gentleman, because this gentleman had a good brain on him, but he didn't have the opportunities then that you've got now, if that makes sense to you. There's a lot more opportunities out there, and he's saying you're very good at studying, and you're very good at confidence and getting your head down and doing the work, and that's what's needed. And he's saying when you do finally get your degree, just look around. Don't take the first job that's offered to you, okay? Because there'll be several jobs that's offered to you. So just don't take the first one. Keep your options open. That's what he's saying, sweetheart. And he's right. Okay. Would you understand? He's showing me a front you call it a front porch swing, one of those swings. Would you
Yes.
understand where somebody in the family had one of those, who actually sat on the
Yes.
because he's brought that in, and he's just gently swinging, and they're singing songs, and they're sort of like the old hillbilly type songs. And I don't know if anybody played an instrument, but I've got a banjo here as well. So I don't know if somebody in the
Yes.
family, or that might have been a friend. Okay.
We had the swing growing up. My dad has it now.
All right, okay, that's fine, as long as you can take it, sweetheart. But it was important that I brought the swing in as a memory link, darling. Okay, and he's
Yes.
he's just saying that you have quite a lot of friends around you as well, and some of them that you're very close to, sweetheart. And he's talking about you having a good network to bounce off if necessary. So you can go to any one of them and talk about stuff, and it won't go any further. Okay. And if it wasn't you, it's somebody around you who had a problem at school with people bullying, would you understand that? Because
Yes, my youngest brother.
Right. Okay. Thank you. That's absolutely fine. So that's all been sorted now. So they just wanted again to bring that in. This gentleman is showing me. Oh, I've got a couple of these from my rock and roll days. Would you understand somebody in your family wearing bootlace ties with the things on them? There was like a bootlace, and they had like a metal or like a shoelace that they used to tie in a bow. Would you understand somebody in the family having a couple of bootlace ties?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, that's
Yes.
absolutely
Yes.
fine, because he's saying they should still be in the family because they're memories. Okay.
Yep.
I haven't got a lot more for you, sweetheart. He just wants to put his arms around you and give you a great big hug, and just say, keep on going. You will get there, and we will talk again. And he's sending all his love to you, sweetheart. And I've got to give you some roses from this gentleman from Spirit. And I'm going to say good night and God bless, and see if Tony's got anything for you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I haven't really got a lot more than Jean and Irene have given you, because they were really comprehensive readings. I do know I want to talk about a male that passed to Spirit younger. I might want to be around my age, which is sort of 50, mid 50s, early 60s maybe, but I don't want to go much older than that. And he's telling me that his passing was quick. I don't know if it's the same gentleman that Jean and Irene have had, but I've got to talk around the 20th of a month, so around the 19th, 20th of a month for a birthday, anniversary, or a passing. And I want to say that again, I want to pass on this immense sense of pride at what you're achieving in your life and the person you've become. But they do want to say, if you look back 2-3 years, your life's moved on a lot. You've grown so much, and they just want to put the thumbs up at that and say, well done, so proud, so proud. I also want to acknowledge that a lady's talking about wanting to pass on thanks for somebody holding her hand. So somebody must have held a lady's hand while she was taking a transition to Spirit.
Yes.
And okay, what's that? I've got to give you sweets, but it looks like they're in a box rather than a bag, and I can't tell what they are, but they've just got this box with different sorts of sweets in, and it's like a memory link. But would you understand where there's I want a little cardboard box with a bow on top, just a little square box with a ribbon tied in a bow around it. I don't know what's in it, but it must be a memory that you have of this little box with a ribbon that she wants to pass along. And And a necklace. Somebody would have had a necklace left from Spirit. I don't know if it's a locket. I wear a crucifix, and that's what they're playing with. So I don't know if it's a cross or but I've got to give you the necklace from Spirit, and a ring with
Yes, I've
stone.
got several.
Brilliant. And I've got she's showing me a ring with stones, and I don't know if it's an engagement ring or just a dress ring, but there's the ring with stone. Oh, bless you. Yeah. Bless
Oh,
you.
lovely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Absolutely gorgeous. Well, that's actually really similar to the one I wear, so she passed it on. That's why she was playing with it. But I just need to live their love with you, darling, and say it's been wonderful to see you, to give you a reading. I know we've given you readings in the comments before, but it's lovely. So thank you for coming on, sweetheart. It's been a real treat.
Thank you so much.
Both of the readings tonight have been lovely. We will try and do two a session just to get some on-screen readings done, people. But thank you so much, Megan. Thank you.
Thank you, Megan.
Enjoy the rest
Thank
of
you,
your
guys.
evening.
Thank you so much.
Bye, sweetheart.
Good night.
Bye.
God bless. Two lovely readings there.
You were.
Absolutely
You were. I really
wonderful.
loved that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do like the mix of doing on-screen and blind readings, but we're going to move over to blind readings now. So send out your thoughts to your loved ones, and we'll
see what we can do.
We'll do our best to see what we can do. Oh, can I start, please?
Yes, of course.
Because somebody's given me a really, really dry. Oh, you brought Megan's mum through. It's the anniversary of the passing today.
That's beautiful.
It is lovely.
I have a gentleman connecting with me, and the gentleman, as he's connecting with me, is giving me a really dry mouth and a dry throat. And I feel like I need to really rinse my mouth out and get it moistened. So somebody would connect to an elderly gentleman who, towards the end of his life, needed his mouth rinsing or sponging out because he had a really dry mouth and a dry throat. And I feel like I'm in a hospital bed, but I don't know if that's a hospital bed in the house or a hospital bed, in a hospital or a hospice. But I do feel like I've got this dry mouth going on. I also know that this gentleman, he's given me the name of George. I don't know if George is his name or if George is somebody he's connected with, but I've got George. And I've also got to give you 5. He's given me 5 to a family. So I don't know if that's mum and dad and 3 or 5 children, 5 grandchildren. Jessica, your grandfather's George. Would you understand why he's saying he would have the dry mouth? Because
could be my dad.
All right. Okay. I also want to say that I don't know exactly what he's showing me, but I want to have an accident near water. I know that's not what this man passes with, but he's acknowledging that there would be an accident around water. I don't know if that is out on a boat or on a beach and there was an accident, but I know I'm near water and I'm in an accident. I don't feel like life was lost, but he wants to acknowledge it, so I've got to give it off. I don't know. Jean sometimes gets the day and the month, but I want to be around the 5th of July. I can be a bit off with dates, so it could be the 4th, it could be the 6th, but I'm around the 5th of July for a birthday, anniversary, or a passing. And I want to acknowledge a celebration around now, because he's saying congratulations around now. So there's a celebratory event happening around now, or the anniversary of a wedding or something around about now. I also want to say that whoever this is for, Earth side of life, is coming out of a really dark tunnel. So symbolically, life has been a bit rubbish. And I'm coming out of that darkness now, and I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. I feel like there's still a little bit of oomph to go, a little bit of stretch to go, but we're coming towards the light now more than we were. Your dad's was George.
You've got quite a few, Tony.
Right.
You've
But
got about 5 or 6 so far, Tony.
No, Jessica hasn't acknowledged the water. And I feel that was quite important, because when he saw there was a few coming, he brought the water in. So Jessica hasn't acknowledged the water, neither has Lisa Fallon, but Tracy has.
And Janice Mod said
Janice
we
Mod
nearly
did
lost
as
his
well.
dog near water in an earth tunnel.
Right. Okay.
So
what else do you want to tell me? He's got a lady with him who passed with a cancer condition. The cancer condition started high up, so it either started in the lungs or breast, and it spread. So there would be the spreading of the cancer from either the breast or the lung, and I feel I want to be more on the left-hand side than the right. That spread down. I've got also either a sovereign ring or a sovereign necklace, because I can just see a sovereign in a gold, fancy gold surround. Okay, where are you taking that? Right. He's talking about make your mind up, is it 2 or 3? There's 3 dogs with him in spirit, and they're all of a similar size. I can't really see how big they are, but I know I'm bigger than a Yorkshire Terrier, but smaller than a Rottweiler. So I'm sort of medium-sized dogs, and he's got 3 with him. He's also talking about the younger person that passes to spirit, and I know this person passes to spirit, I would say 20s or 30s. And he says she's with me, so I know I am talking about a younger girl that is in the world of spirit with him. Who's still with me on this one, because my comments seem to have frozen.
Jessica, my daughter.
but she's not sure about the water. But she knows it's spent time near the water.
20. Right.
Sounds
Okay.
like my dad's guy.
Tracy says it's not for her.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
Janice Mod said that's what he was, sovereign.
Right. Okay.
Excuse me.
I need to split this. Please.
You've got some just coming in at the last minute, Tony. and
Yeah,
it's
but you need
a
to
bit
take all
awkward.
of the
Yeah, that's what
evidence
I'm
from
saying.
the
From
beginning.
you starting, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So if I go with Jessica, Janice, and was it Sky, the other one? There was another one that's been in from the beginning. Oh, right. He's just said that there's... Say that again. Oh. He started with one lot of a string of information and changed tack. He was talking about somebody who's having medical appointments or hospital appointments in the near future for tests, he was saying, and then he moved on to and the changing job. So somebody is having a hospital appointment or hospital appointments in the next few weeks, but also they've got a change in the career or a change in the path of their career that they're talking about as well. I am going to have to cut it in a minute because Irene and Jean will want to come in. But no, it was a lady that had cancer, Janice. It was definitely a lady that was talking about, and it was lungs or breast on the left-hand side, and it moved. It went down the body. I can't change it from a lady having cancer to him having cancer. Appointments, yes. Changing work position, yes. Jessica Carolyn. Okay, sweetheart. And if this is for you, Jessica, as well, you must understand where over the last few days you've been looking through a cardboard box with paperwork in it, and I don't know what this paperwork is because it's private. All I can see is blank sheets of paper, and what they're wanting to say is you're still looking for some documentation, or that when you look through this box, there wasn't all of the documentation you thought you were looking for in this box, if you would understand that. Because I can see you, well, I don't know if you were, but like I'm on my knees rifling through a box full of paperwork. So if you can understand that, please, sweetheart, as well. I will cut it now. I'm really sorry I couldn't properly get it down, but I do feel like I'm going more towards Jessica because she's been in right from the start of the reading. Yes, she understands the paperwork. Brilliant. Thank you. But Janice Mod still had, but Janice had the man with cancer, and it was, I thought that I know I had a lady with cancer. But anyway, I'll cut it now. Thank you so much for the people who are still in.
Can I just say, I know you talked about the documents, Tony, but I know that what they're telling me is that something's missing, and that's what they're looking for. They're looking for a certain thing, something's missing.
Yeah, and Jessica's just put, yes, she understands that.
So it sounds as though you were Jessica.
And Janice Mod said she's just been looking through and she hasn't got all the documents she needs. But like I said, Janice had a man with cancer when I said I had a lady who either had breast cancer or lung cancer. But well, I'll leave that.
I'm going to go with the gentleman I've got, Tony, as well, because I think we could be on the same link here, because the gentleman I've got would have been, I don't know, about 5'12", something like that. I don't know, would have had a little bit of covering, but not a lot. So I'm not going, he was a big gentleman, but a nice physique, as I always call it. He did have a nice covering. I do know that he would have liked to have looked smart, even if he were just doing the odd things. He says it didn't cost much to look smart. So I do know this gentleman did like to look smart at the times. He's saying he's around at the moment because there's things what need to be doing. So he's trying to be around as much as possible. He is watching. I don't know, Sunday. Yes, Jessica. So Jessica, can you understand then, sweetheart, whether you're feeling a bit low and you're needing, so when you say feeling a bit low, I always go with a balloon what's deflated and we need pumping back up. And this is always making me feel, sweetheart, that you're a bit low and you do need inflating back up, sweetheart. And this is always making me feel. He wants to take me to the month of August, sweetheart. Yes, thank you. He wants to take me to the month of August, darling, and I've got to give you about the 10th. So 10th of a month means something to you as well, love. All right. I don't know why he's singing I'm getting married in the morning, because that's what I'm hearing him singing. I'm getting married in the morning. Ding dong, the bells are going to chime. So I don't know why that's coming in, sweetheart, or he would have done that at somebody's wedding. I'm not sure. It could even, you're not sure about August. That's fine, darling. But the song's there. So it could be that something is sung, or it could be an anniversary of what's coming up. And this is why he's fetching it in this way from me. He's giving me, all right, darling. He's talking about a cardigan. So I don't know if he had a cardigan with little pockets and the button and the little V. Right, that's near enough. I normally go right with my dates. I don't normally go either. But that 11th is okay. I'll take that. but he's making me reference to this cardigan, sweetheart. So I do know he would have wore that. And he's all right, sweetheart. And he's just took me to some, what are they? I've got some, they're like cord trousers. So we are going back here. He had many cardigans. Right, sweetheart, we must have had a favourite one because he's making me wear the V, big buttons, 2 little pockets. And he's making reference to this. And he's talking about some dark, they look like cord trousers, but I don't think they are cord. But some dark trousers, he said he used to like to wear. It says they were comfy. So I do know he would have liked to have wore those as well, sweetheart. Okay. I don't know, all right. He's saying something needs tiling, or you're thinking of tiling something, because he's just got the trowel out and he's saying it needs, I don't know if you want to tidy it up or something. Thank you. He's on about this as well, sweetheart. Okay. I've got all right. Can I give you the month of June? He keeps going on about June. So June must mean something. Thank you. So I do know that means something, darling, the month of June. Okay, he's fetching this in as well. Oh, and he said he always liked his shoes nice. He always liked nice shoes. Right, thank you. He's on about his shoes. He always liked nice shoes, he's telling me, love. All right. And I don't know. Can you understand where somebody uses the microwave a lot? Right, thank you. Because he keeps talking about hearing a ping. So I don't know if somebody uses the microwave a lot, because I keep hearing ping, ping. So he's making reference to that, sweetheart. I don't know if they think it's easier just to bung something in microwave. Right, thank you. Because he's bringing this in as well, love, as a memory for you. Tony, did you get George?
Yeah.
All right, because I'm hearing the name George again, that's all. So he's fetched that name in again, so it does mean a lot. He's fetched that in. Okay.
Oh.
And all right, sweetheart, what are you showing me? Oh, can I just give you an ice cream? There's memory of us an ice cream. And it's that Mr. Whippy. Mr. Whippy ice cream. So there's a memory with a Mr. Whippy ice cream, sweetheart. He's fetched that in for you as well. And I'm going to leave you with that and pass you on to our Irene.
Thank you, Jean. Hi, Jessica. I haven't really got a lot more, but since Tony and Jean have been speaking, you would understand somebody who suffers badly with headaches, because as soon as Tony started speaking, I started with a headache, and then as Jean passed over to Jean, it got worse and worse. So I don't know if somebody's got a problem with their eyes and they have to have new glasses or an eye test, or if it is a problem with the head. But I've got this awful headache right down the center of my head. And they're just acknowledging that there's a lot of pain with this these headaches, sweetheart. So I hope you can understand that. If you can't, please ask, because there's somebody around you that suffers with these headaches. Okay. I'm also getting a soreness around my eyes as well, and it's like I want to. You've just been told to have your eye checked. Okay, my love, thank you. Well, I've got a soreness around the eyes as well. It's like my eyes are a little bit dry, and I need to keep sort of bathing them with some lukewarm water to keep them going. Just go and have them tested, sweetheart. It might be, it's probably nothing, but they might be able to give you something to help with the soreness. I'm also getting a tiredness with you, sweetheart, as well.
I got the tiredness.
Did you? Oh, sorry, sweetheart.
Yeah.
I just feel as though I'm really tired and really weary, and I just need a little bit of upliftment somewhere. I need to rest. I need to rest a little bit, sweetheart, because you're not getting enough rest, darling. This is what they're telling me. And I don't know if it's you that's not sleeping, but I'm sort of looking at you, and you're sort of tossing and turning of a night time. You're not sleeping properly. but that's because there's something on your mind and you need to get that sorted, sweetheart. I haven't got anything else for you. The only thing I've got for you now, sweetheart, you wake up a lot at night. Thank you, darling. Right, okay. I've got to give you some of my healing flowers, sweetheart, which are purple irises. And I'm going to leave you with those. And also, they're going to come and give you some healing as well, darling. All right. And I'm going to say good night and God bless.
Brilliant. Lovely.
Oh, bless
Jessica's
you.
been
Very well,
waking up
Danielle.
with dizzy spells in the middle of the night.
Bless her.
Oh, my goodness. That'll be all to do with the head, I
Yeah.
would think, then.
Yeah.
Not
Sounds
switching
like-
off.
Yeah.
Anybody got a link?
Can I just give this undertaker out,
You
please?
can.
Because somebody's got to understand where somebody would have, they're in spirit now, obviously, got to understand somebody who worked in an undertaker's or was an undertaker. Because I've had him before I came on screen. He was with me. I'm not saying which undertaker he works at because I haven't got a clue. But I just know he's here. Quite tall gentleman, quite broad. Obviously, they look smart, don't they, as an undertaker, but got a really good sense of humour, I've got to say. He knows when he's got to be professional, but take that, it's like stripping them clothes off and putting him in his, like his everyday type where he's got a really good sense of humour. Right, can you understand him then, Zoe? Where he would have had a really good sense of humour when he wasn't working, because I've got this gentleman who had a really good sense of humour and he would have made people laugh and he got that strength about him to help people out. No job he did, but he'd got all that about him. He is saying happy birthday, so I do know there's a birthday around at the moment he's making reference to. And he says, all right. And he's just said, if it's you can understand him, Zoe. And he's just said that, yes. Can you understand why he's talking about the Sunday dinner then, darling? Did something happen to the Sunday dinner? Burnt gravy, or there was something. Forgot something about the Sunday dinner he's making reference to. He's fetching that in as well. All right then. I know you've got me Sunday dinner. Zoe, can I also say, darling, if it is you what can understand all this, can I also say to you, sweetheart, if you're going to do that?
Cooker blew up.
Oh,
Oh my goodness.
that's charming. Well, I did know about a Sunday dinner. And you have dinners any day, Sunday dinner any day a week now, don't we? We don't have them just on a Sunday. Can I? He's just started laughing. Can I just say as well then, Zoe, you can understand about the decorating, darling, where somebody wants to decorate, but it's one of these, well, we'll think about it and we'll do it tomorrow, or you can't agree on what colour or what paper you want and things like that. Because he's just saying, make your mind up. If you're going to do it, do it. And you just can't make that. Your mind up, sweetheart, is making reference to that. I've got to give you the babies in the spirit world as well, darling. And he said babies, so I know there's more than one. Because he said the babies. Okay, sweetheart, if they're not yours, that's fine. They could be family or they could be friends. But he's making reference to them. And can you understand a Wendy? Right, thank you. Because he's just mentioned a Wendy, sweetheart, so I don't know if... Right. He's just fetched this name in as well, sweetheart. I want to give you... All right. Can I give you the month of May? He's fetched May in. And I've also got to give you a ring. I don't know if it's a signet ring or what do they call them? The signet rings and the what gentlemen wear. Anyway, I've got to give you a ring, sweetheart, off this gentleman. He's making me reference to that as well. All right, wait a minute. And it keeps showing me things and he's going a bit too fast for me. So you must have been, and you're another one, what must have been looking at things and trying to sort everything out. Right. because you're trying to sort things out. I don't know if you're having a clear out or you can understand where they're doing a clear out before they decorate, because it's as if they've just given me a skip, and in this skip I can throw material stuff away, but I also can clear my head and I can put everything in this skip, sweetheart. So you must be able to understand that as well, where you feel as though you want to clear everything, clear your mind out and everything, just have a clear out. And all right, what are you saying, darling? And can you just not... Right, thank you. Can I just say to you, sweetheart, don't take note to everything somebody tells you, because you're listening to things, and don't take it all in, darling. All right. Oh, I don't like it. Can you? Oh, my hands are going. Can you understand where somebody went fishing but actually caught their own? I can't say it. Tony, say it. What took their own little things when they went fishing?
Maggots?
No. Bigger things.
Flies?
Worms.
Yeah.
Worms.
Yeah.
Ah.
I've got a phobia. But took their own, because he's doing this. So you must be able to understand that as well, darling. It's making me old. My hands got tingly. So there's that as well, sweetheart. He wants to wish you good luck. And I've got to say, we don't predict, and I don't know why he's telling me this, love, but can I just say, I've got to give you 7 to 8 months and you'll see a difference. So 7 to 8 months, darling, you will see a big difference in someone. If it's not you, you'll see a big difference. And he's just saying, because he's just said somebody will have to grow up. So I hope you can understand this. He's keeping it really quiet, but he says somebody's going to have to grow up. All right. And I'm going to leave his love with you and pass you on to Tony or Irene.
Right.
Yes, Sheila, we can.
Oh, bless.
Sir Tom
book.
Sir Tom Auntie's got COVID.
He's got COVID, yeah.
Oh, I see. Oh, bless him.
Yeah, he's in hospital. They've been treating him for pneumonia for a few weeks. And yesterday, I think it was, he tested positive for COVID. So, yeah, I've got him in our healing book.
Oh, I'll put him in mind when we finish,
Yeah.
Sheila. Right, Zoe. I've got to say, if you can understand, there's some struggles around you at the moment, sweetheart, within the family. And I've got a lady that stepped forward for you, and she just wants to give you a great big hug. And she's saying she knows that you're a strong person, but there's some things that even you can't sort out on your own, if you understand that, lovey. What she's saying is sometimes you need a little bit of help, and you don't like to ask for help, but on this occasion you will need help from a different source, and you know where that source is. And can you also, can you also take me, Zoe, somewhere that somebody who passed who had a cough? Because I've had this with me most of the nights, and I don't normally cough when I'm giving readings. So I know that it's somebody who has either a problem with the throat or has a problem with breathing or something like that. And they're saying, will you please go and see if you can get it sorted from a medical professional, darling? Okay. He's really coming in very close to me, sweetheart, and as Tony says, he's giving me goosebumps, and he's right. Okay, thank you, sweetheart. That's lovely. He's coming in really close to me, so I know that he really wants to give you some proper healing. So he's giving you a healing blanket, sweetheart, and he's also giving one to your mum as well. And we're going to put you in our healing books as well, because he's telling me that you need quite a lot of healing at the moment, sweetheart. And would you understand who the heavy smoker was? Because I feel as though I've got a chimney around me at the moment, and it's sort of really as you put one out, you light another one up. But this was in the past, so this is on a memory link for you, darling. And I've and you've also got a memory of a birthday celebration, because they're singing happy birthday to me, sweetheart. So your nan and his mum, right? That's absolutely fine. Thank you. And I'm being sung happy birthday to, so I know there's a birthday around you at the moment, but they're also talking about an anniversary at the moment that is, if it's not right now, it's close to you. Okay. And she's also talking about, she's playing with my wedding ring, sweetheart. So she's talking about jewelry that's been left as well. And she said that she's wanted it to go to the right place, and she hopes it has, because she left specific instruction. Right, Nan would have been 90 on the 28th of January. Right, okay, that's absolutely fine. Thank you for that confirmation, Zoe. Right, okay. She's leaving me with the jewelry, sweetheart. Okay, so I'm going to leave you now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send you some of my healing irises for you, my beautiful purple irises for healing. And I'm going to say good night and God bless, and thank you for working with me. What a lovely lady. Right, so
Zoe, I've had, since Jean started talking and connected with you, I've got to give you Agnes. I'm sure they said Agnes to me. And they also want to say that there must be an older lady somewhere in the family. And what I'm getting with that is this older lady connected with the family can be a little bit tricky, if you understand. But there must be a reason why they're bringing healing around that lady as well, Zoe, if you can acknowledge that for me. Because what they're saying is, I wouldn't like to try and get her to go to the hospital or the doctors, if the hospital or the doctors, if she needs treatments for things, because like I said, she can be a little bit tricky to work with, this lady, as I'm getting her, as they're talking about her. I want to say they're talking about the 15th of a month. I can be a little bit off with my dates. Jean's normally spot on, but she was
wrong today.
She was a day wrong today. She's doing to me. But I want to talk to you about, I don't know if it's 25 to 3 or 25 to 4. I can't really tell where the little hand is on the clock. They show me 3. So around that time must be significant. Don't know if it's morning or evening. Oh, I've just gone really, really blurry on the screen. And also, I've got to give you, rose tinted glasses. Would you understand where there's a male around you who's looking at a situation with rose tinted spectacles? So he's seeing things just a little bit nicer than they really should be. 15th is your son's birthday, and Granddad passed at that time. Brilliant, Zoe. Not brilliant that Granddad passed. I'm really sorry about that, but good that you've acknowledged it for me. It's good. Also, you would understand where there's a stroke condition, because the right hand side of my face and my hand feels really tingly. So I've got to give you that. I also have to give you, the singing, you know, that, I don't know what it is, 10 little ducks went swimming one day. That's what I'm getting.
Far away.
Something like
far
that.
away, yeah.
And I'm also getting 3 blind mice. So these are like cautionary tales, aren't they, really? So either somebody really likes nursery rhymes, or they're trying to give somebody a bit of a cautionary tale and saying, just be careful around situations because you could end up getting, hope it's not a male, getting the tail chopped off, if you know what I mean.
Might be snip. Might be snip.
Yeah. So I've got to give you this cautionary tale about just watching out what people are doing, otherwise they can get the fingers burnt. You were singing that yesterday with your 2-year-old niece. Brilliant. That's fine. And I know I said earlier that the first reading we did with Sarah, somebody has to just let things go and chill. And I've got it for you as well, sweetheart. I've just got to say, let it go. Let them get on with it, because there's nothing you can do about it. And you're just getting stressed and upset about things that are other people's rubbish to deal with, and you've just got to let them get on with it, and then just pick themselves up, dust themselves off, and then you just be there to help. All right. I will leave that with you, sweetheart, and say thank you for working with me. It's been a pleasure. Absolute pleasure. What time are we? We've got 10 minutes, so we can do maybe one more if anybody's got anything.
Could I go, please?
You
If
can
that's
indeed,
all
darling.
right.
You can indeed.
Thank you, sweetheart. Right. As we was talking to Sky and Zoe and a couple of the other ladies and gentlemen, for the past half an hour, I've had somebody singing The Laughing Policeman. Now, I don't know. I know. This is, I tell you, they get me in several different ways. But this gentleman, he is full of fun, full of life. I don't know if he was a policeman or not, but I have got the song from the 40s, 50s, The Laughing Policeman. And I've got a gentleman coming forward, and he's what Jean would call well-rounded, and he's quite a tall man as well. But he carried himself well, and he had this big, hearty laugh that came right from his toes. He was one of those. Right, Tracy Jane Husk, your grandpa was a policeman, and he always did that. Right, Tracy, we'll see where we go with this, sweetheart. Okay, now he's coming forward, and he's just kept singing this song over and over and over again, and he's talking about somebody is having a walk down memory lane, Tracy, because he's talking about somebody having the photographs out, and they're going through old memories and stuff like that. He was tall and yes, right. Okay, thank you for that confirmation, Tracy. A lovely gentleman, lovely soul, and he's just come forward just to say keep going. So there's something going on around you. He's not telling me what it is. It's not for me to know, but there's something going on around you, and he's just saying, keep at it, keep going, keep chipping away at it, if you understand that, sweetheart. Yesterday, right, that's lovely. Thank you, sweetheart. Okay, right, okay, Matthew, thank you. Now, what this gentleman is saying is that I don't know if there's some conflict going on in the family, but he's just mentioning about a few little things that's going on around you, Tracy, and he says that you're pulling your hair out because you're sort of getting fed up with everything, if you understand that. And he's just wanting to say, just let it go. Just let it go and just get your own space and your own peace of mind, and don't worry about anything, because this gentleman is with you. And he said, he says, I'm not condoning violence. It's just the way he's giving it to me. He's just say, I wish I was there with me truncheon and you would know what that means, Tracy. I don't know if he sort of laughingly threatened the younger ones with it or whatever, but he's smiling when he's saying it. But He's saying that somebody in the family wants to be brought up quickly, and they want to sort of be brought up quite fast as well, because they get into a little bit of bother, let's say. He's not going any further with that, sweetheart, but it's important that you know that he is around you and he is trying to help you. And I'm going to leave it there and see if Jean and Tony have got anything, because I'm aware that we're running out of time.
I haven't, Irene, so.
Right, Tony?
I haven't either, to be honest.
I haven't.
Right.
I really haven't.
Okay,
So-
let me just see, right, okay. All he's doing now is he's just putting like his big arms around you, sweetheart, and he's just saying, you are safe, I've got you, if you understand that, because he comes round in visitation, sweetheart, okay? And he's saying, just hold your head up and just do what you can, but he is holding you up from spirit, darling. And I'm going to leave you with some beautiful white lilies from this gentleman, because he says they mean something to you. I don't know if they was on his coffin, but he's wanting to leave you with the white lilies. And I'm going to say good night and God bless, and thank you for working with me, Tracy.
Well,
What a lovely gentleman.
well, thank you everybody for joining us. It's been a real treat. It really has. I'm hoping that everybody got a bit of comfort from that. I mean, even if you didn't get a reading, you can still take something and take some comfort that there is proof that there is no such thing as death, that the human soul goes on forever, because energy can't be destroyed, it can only be changed. So I've seen that some people are having to go. Well, good night, God bless everybody. I hope you've enjoyed it. Notices, we have our service tomorrow, but at 11 o'clock in the morning, which is still the middle of the night, we've got a chat with the lovely, adorable Matthew Stapley. He has been on screen before, and there was a lot of love for him for lots of reasons, other than the fact that he's a wonderful medium. And we will have to get him back on to do another service with us, because that was really good. And with Macca White, that I enjoyed that as well. I do like getting different people on, and just Amanda Hurst, down girl.
I'm first, Amanda.
You are both so out of luck with that one.
I know. We can dream though, Tony, we can dream.
His other half would have a lot to say about that, wouldn't he, Matthew?
We'll sort him out. He can go for a walk with Ed.
But anyway, so yeah, it'll be around 6 in the morning for Matthew, which I think is just testament to his he's been glittered by God. I love that, Matthew. That's hilarious. I like that.
Sky's put setting my alarm to be up at 6 to see you all.
Wonderful.
But he's not coming on till 11 o'clock our time, Sky, so you'll be a bit early.
No, Sky's also in Ontario.
Oh, is she? Oh, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's setting her alarm.
Oh,
so, we're having a really informal chat with Matthew tomorrow. So have a cup of coffee with you, tune in, and we'll have a really good night. Other than that, at 7 o'clock, we've got a service, our usual service. I'll send out a link to a couple of people tomorrow morning to come on and have a reading. Then, have you got anything this week, Irene?
No, love, but I will just say Michael's just put on that tomorrow night service is starting at 6:30. So are we 6:30 or 7? Just let us know.
7. Yeah, 7. I'm sure it's 7.
7.
No, the divine service is always 6:30 now.
I get confused.
Well, why do you get confused? Normal services are 7 o'clock. Divine service is 6:30 because we've got a bit more to cram in. So yeah, 7 o'clock tomorrow night. Then there'll be the usual services at Bridlington and Littleport on Thursday. Fingers crossed, the lovely Nick Brown will be back at the helm.
Yeah, how is he, Tony?
He seems okay. Last time I talked to him, he seemed okay.
Give him my love when you speak to him.
I will. He was on the service area. I don't know if he still is, but if not, I'll pass it on. And then Friday night we will be back. So we were back Friday at 7 o'clock. I'm sorry to explain. My son is singing at the top of his lungs, so I didn't hear it. Oh, bless you. Okay, no problem. That's fine. I won't be singing at the top of my lungs. Don't worry. Jean's back, so she can do it.
We're starting at 7 tomorrow night, Lisa, just so you know, not 6:30, 7.
Yeah. So there we go. So if we could, closing prayer, please.
Yes, I'll do that for you, my love.
Okay.
Can we bow our heads, please, friends? Dear Lord, Divine Father, thank you for once again letting us have this wonderful service this evening. Thank you to all our families and friends and our animals that have come through to give us proof of life everlasting, for without them we couldn't do what we do. Could I please ask for healing to go around the world, and especially for Sheila's husband who is in hospital at the moment, and of course special healing for our Jean. And until we meet again, could I ask for the veil to be closed between the two worlds, and may a guardian angel walk with each and every one of you until we meet again. Amen.
Amen.
Lord, keep us safe this night, secure from all our fears. May angels guard us while we sleep, till morning light appears. Amen.
Amen. Good night,
Well,
everybody. God bless.
Night, everyone.
Good night. God
Keep
bless
safe.
everybody.
Keep safe.
And may God bless you and keep you safe till we meet again. See you tomorrow, 11 o'clock. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.